We had built the body, the intelligence was trained.
Before even we could think of the launch day came the unforgiving chapter. It's to prove that every part can survive the test. This is where the rocket earned the right to fly.
These weren't just routine checks.
We pushed each system harder than it would ever endure because in flight, a rocket encounters extreme conditions such as high temperature, mechanical stress and atmospheric pressure. So we have to be sure that every system that goes into the rocket can function optimally well in such harsh realities.
And qualification wasn't just one test, it was a campaign.
These tests took place over several months, first at component level, then at system level.
All the components, even the smallest ones, go through the full-fledged functional and environmental testing, and only once they are qualified, we integrate them into the larger systems or the rocket stages, and then we continue with the integrated testing.
Take for instance the column 1200 rocket stage. This stage lifts the rocket from the launch pad and punches it through the dense atmosphere. But before we put this stage on the test bed, each of the subsystems will be tested individually. After all, this is the largest rocket stage ever built by a private company in India. It generates thrust which is 10 times of single engine from Boeing 737 MAX. Because the margin for error is nearly non-existent.
The composite structures were put through multiple stress tests to check whether they can withstand the violence of flight. The nozzle actuation was tested separately to validate the vehicle steering accuracy.
The safety system of the motor was validated and so was the igniter. And only when we are satisfied with the data, we move to the static fire test. Here we secure the rocket stage horizontally on a test bed. The goal is to fire the stage and analyze the ballistic performance, thermal protection and nozzle actuation along with the avionics packages. The static fire test was conducted at Sriharikota on 8th of August 2025.
The motor fired for 110 seconds with accurate nozzle deflection of 5 degrees just as it was designed to do.
In fact, it was the largest monolithic rocket stage ever developed and tested in India, and it was a roaring success. This static fire test was the biggest feather in our cap. Having previously tested second stage and third stage of a rocket, we had now taken a big step towards the launch.
Stage separation is a high drama event. You are breaking up the rocket mid-flight, and with added complexity, the upper stage nozzle is protruding into the spent stage that needs to be pushed out. For simplicity, think of it this way: you are trying to remove pen's cap without these parts ever touching or knocking each other. Now imagine developing a system that does it automatically. And now further imagine the system doing it while the pen is flying and jetting out a lot of fire. In May 2025, we put the integrated stages for separation on the test bed at our facility. Despite all these scary complexities, the system worked just as we had designed it, validating it for the flight. In just 0.2 seconds, the stage 2 and stage 3 were separated, precisely maintaining that thin margin of few centimeters between the stage 3 nozzle and stage 2.
The payload fairing shields the satellite from atmospheric pressure and heat during the ascent. Once the rocket reaches vacuum, those concerns don't exist, so the PLF needs to be ejected out. This separation is more critical than the stage separation. As the PLF shell sits at the top of the rocket, they need to be separated away from the OAM, while the two shells also needs to be pushed away from each other. There's a lot of physics at play here, and it all had to be validated on the test bed. PLF jettisoning success, and a tick against another milestone.
After all that raw power of ascent, it's the quiet, precise push of the OAM that guides the payload into its final orbit. Every major component was rigorously tested. The Raman 2 engine, our primary propulsion element, was tested for its full mission cycle. The Raman Mini and cold gas thrusters, which are used for fine-tuned adjustments and attitude control, were tested thousands of times. This reaction control system helps add stability during our complex deployment sequences. Even the avionics were tested and fully qualified, ensuring robust and reliable operation under the harsh conditions of spaceflight. Once all these systems passed these rigorous tests, we integrated and brought them together. Every step followed stringent quality protocol so that once it's in space, everything performs seamlessly. The OAM is the mission's maestro, orchestrating tiny adjustments to ensure that everything reaches its intended orbit, giving us a flawless finale. With the final integration and testing of OAM completed, every major milestone was behind us.
Test after test, every major system on Vikram 1 had qualified.
And with the successful completion of the integrated electrical tests, the qualification campaign was finally over. Honorable Chief Minister Shri Revant Reddy flagged off the vehicle from our MaxQ campus.
Vikram 1 was no longer just under development, and the next destination was clear: Sriharikota.